Welcome to my channel, Auntie DTV, where everything happens as she shares. Guys, I have some serious information here, Very, very serious, man. It has to do with Trinidad and Tobago, these countries in the Caribbean, right? No, so sad, but Jamaica has been experiencing for a number of years too. Because in Jamaica, we have to have a visa to go to the UK. I remember when persons were going there to spend, they would give them 6 months. You could take a passport and something, and you get some letter, so you can go there, spend 6 months, and return. But they had changed it from about 2003 or 4 thereabout. Between 2000, yeah, about 2004, they changed it, so we have to have a visa to go there. Well, I would love to go to England one day, but I'm not so keen on going just now, right? Oh, anyway, notwithstanding, one of these days. But for now, I'm looking at Trinidad and Tobago. They know they are actually banned from going because they could just go there without a visa. No, they are banned. They can only go with a visa, so they have to stay in the country, Trinidad and Tobago, like what Jamaica has to do, and apply for the visa and fulfill certain requirements. Then, based on the fulfillment, if it is satisfying to the people in the UK, the authorities, then you'll be granted the visa. However, this comes suddenly, I think, because it was made known on the 11th that effective the following day, which would have been the 12th. And it appears quite shocking, but everybody is looking at their borders. But in the UK, what they are focusing on really that caused them to move towards this whole having a visa, they are saying that there are too many persons over the period within the past, say, 3 years, 3 years, has been applying for asylum. There's too many persons there. And they are very, very cautious because one cannot just get a visa and go into a country and going to tell them that they cannot take the problem in that country while they are running away. It has to be a life. Getting an asylum in another country has to do with a life and death situation. You're trying to get away to save your life. Then you may be eligible for that. But some persons are going because situations back in their home country is not satisfying. They can't get any job. They don't like the place anymore. That sort of thing. So that doesn't warrant you getting an asylum or being classified in a refugee status. However, the UK now is very serious, right? They're very serious about it, right? Because the influx that are coming in is climbing each year, and it is about over 400 since last year or closer to this year already. So they have to put a stop on it. So I guess they think that persons are maybe abusing the situation. And sometimes when people do that, I remember when Jamaicans were going up, people used to just take the plane. I don't even know they do it if they just go and buy the ticket. But they used to go very often and come back, go and come easily. But no, it's changed. You have to have a visa, and that calls for screening. So let me give you some more. So, and again too, they are looking at the amount of persons during the past 3 years that are applying for refugee status or asylum status, because it is not supposed to be so high. And as they look at it, it moved from ordinary, maybe 30 something, they said, and each year to the reach over 400. So they think that if they are to let the country knows that they are going to be issuing visas, maybe you'd have an influx of persons rushing in. You understand me? So it was kept quiet, so I don't think many persons knew. So therefore, it came as a surprise, I'm told, to those persons in Trinidad and Tobago. Also, the migrants that are already there, they will have to get themselves sorted out because they're there already. So there are certain measures that are being laid down, and based on the plans that they have, they are making amendments, right? Because these things are become law, right? They have to get themselves sorted out, and they have to also seek jobs. So if they choose to become undocumented or illegal, you know what that means? Deportation. So they will have to fulfill whatever the requirements are that UK would be requesting of them because they're already there, right? Also, the migrants who are there, those who have to be put up in special places like hotels, so give them housing facilities, they know they are looking at making laws wherein persons will have to pay back as a loan the cost of accommodating them until they were given that status, right? They will have to because they're trying to put it into law, right? And when you look at it, it's not a, it's like a privilege. You don't have a right to status, but they give you the privilege where you can apply. But if it is being abused, they are going to nip the bud. So I guess that is why they are taking it at a serious level now, so that what persons will realize that they are up to reducing. And then when remember that when you have to have visa, to go to the you have to go to the British High Commission for the UK to get a UK visa. You have to meet certain requirements. And I listened and I watched, and some of these requirements is going to keep back persons from getting the visa. They may find the money to go to the High Commission, but there are certain requirements that they would have to meet before. For example, they can't go do no business married. So if they are married, they would have to be married for so many years, not just a couple months, because they want to come up, because that's what they are going to grant them will not enable them to file for any spouse. So if they're going to go to do that now, they have to have the necessary things to show that, yes, I was married for so many years. Marriage certificate has to show that. And what happened during the process of time, why you want to, because guys, when you go to the embassy or the High Commission for an interview, you have to know what you're doing because you don't have any money to throw away, to waste. So you have to think carefully. What is your reason for wanting to travel? They always ask you that question, and the peer persons are always slow or look confused because really, maybe they're in a situation back home where they're being abused, they don't have any job, and they may have friends telling them how it is nice out there, and all of that. So they become confused now. They want to speak the truth. Some do speak the truth, why they want to go, but that doesn't allow you to get a visa. They're going to look into the situation. And at the same time, tourists keeps coming to Trinidad. They love Trinidad and Tobago, So they have an influx of tourists every year coming down. And UK and Trinidad and Tobago, they share good relationships. But there are times, no matter what the situation is, you have to put a stop right there. If they had given announcement that effective particular date, I'm telling you, there would not have been anybody left in that island. No, everybody would choose to go. And you can't blame them because it was advertised. So the airport in UK would not be able to accommodate because everybody would have gone. I can imagine how some persons blame themselves for not being able to be up there. But those who are there already, they are there. So they know they will tell them what they will have to sort out in order for the others who are not there to come up. So it's going to be very stringent, and all because what? The influx of persons going up and then applying for asylum. So you see, sometimes people abuse a situation and it causes others to suffer. In the sense of not being able to enjoy the facility. I've never been to England, but at least I know some persons who have been there and they say it's nice. But at the same time, you cannot just go to a place because it is nice. You have to think, what is it that I would want to go there? Would I want to go there to study, to better myself, Am I in a situation that I'm being abused and I want to go very far away? You have to sort out yourself properly. Then you can make that bold step. And if you don't get the visa, you don't just collapse and die. You say, well, I need to work on the areas that are not up to the level. And then maybe another time you can go back, right? Because they say, based on what I've read, they are using that method now with the visa. But maybe, depending on how they see it operate, they may change, they may revise it, right? They may revise it because both countries are in good relations based on what I've read. And I say, I have to share this. I have to share this because what we are all seeking the same. We need to share. We need to have knowledge, information, so that when persons we can entertain a sensible arguments, right? So I feel really, a little for the people then because I remember when I should have shown the interest to want to go to England too, but then I didn't have any relative. No, I don't have any relatives there, and there are persons who know just a friend, buy the ticket and go. And people are so comfortable to do just that. But they do deport persons too, They do deport. So it's not wise to go and run off in another man's country because unexpected may reach you and you're not legal. So wherever we go, guys, let this be our anthem. Abide by the rules, be legal. They say we should have a visa, get the visa, apply for the visa. You're successful, take the trip. Take the trip. It would be worth it. Then if you go and you like it, you know what to do from there. Or you don't like it, you know what to do from there. Okay? So let me tell you again, Auntie D TV is going places. So remember to subscribe, like, and share. And tell your family and friends, tell persons about the channel so they can come and enjoy what we have shared. We do live. There are many over 100 and plus videos are there. And I have subscribers who come and time to time. Happy to have you guys. I'm so happy. And I'm happy to have anyone and everyone that visits Auntie D channel and decide to subscribe. And if you don't subscribe now, and you're going to come back and subscribe again. So, ta-ta, bye-bye. And we meet again. We talk on another live or on another video. Bye-bye. Love is the word. Bye-bye.